Hello, welcome to Season 11 of The Horrific Podcast. We're two friends who live in different places but share a love for scary movies. This season, in each episode, we will not both watch the same movie on our own and then record a conversation together about it later. We have 10 previous seasons of doing exactly that, and it's time for something new. This season, each episode will focus on a larger horror topic, trend, or maybe even rumor. We'll speculate about upcoming movies, debate genre definitions, and do our best to apply the perspective of two people who have watched way too many horror movies to different types of horror media. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I mean, it seems a little arrogant to take full credit, but I do firmly believe that we summoned the Nope trailer.
Yeah, 100%. We put out that podcast and Nope comes out, the trailer.
Yeah. Because we, as I'm sure everyone knows, we record all this stuff in advance so that we can have some flexibility if life stuff happens, and, you know, because it does. And we had recorded that one. It was set to publish Monday morning. Then Sunday night, we're sitting there watching the Super Bowl, and what do we see?
Nope.
Jordan Peele's Nope.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, cool. So we're already out of date.
Yeah.
But if you listen to it, most of it is just us talking about how much we want there to be a trailer. And the universe tried to screw us, but guess what? Gave us exactly what we wanted.
Yeah. Joke's on them, because regardless, we could have just skipped that episode. We still posted it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But we did want to get together and do this quick update, because now we do have the trailer. And if you go to nope.movie, then it's a pretty light on content. It's mostly just like the movie poster and the release date, and then the two versions of the trailer. And the reason there are two versions is because one was played as a 30-second ad for the Super Bowl, and the other is like the official theatrical trailer that's a little over 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I find that wildly fascinating that there's content in the 30-second one that is not in the 2-minute one.
I was kind of surprised by that too.
Yeah, so we'll come back to that, but I feel like it makes sense to start with the theatrical trailer just because there's a lot more there. So it kind of starts with a woman who's introducing the Haywood Ranch. It's almost like she's filming a commercial or something, which apparently is a ranch that trains horses for Hollywood. It appears that Daniel Kaluuya is an employee there who takes care of the horses, and then the woman who's kind of promoting it is like the great-granddaughter, something of the person who founded it. And, you know, it's kind of cheeky, and then she's dancing to a record player, and then the power goes out. And there's this mysterious light in the distance, lots of shots, people looking up at the sky, shadows spreading over the area, someone getting pulled up into the sky. And then a lot of just really random images, like a horse in a glass box, a person with a shiny motorcycle helmet taking video on a like really old school looking camcorder. And then you can kind of see like the kite tail in the sky, like from the poster, but not really a lot of, you know, they're not giving taglines. They're not explaining what's going to be happening. It's really just kind of shots from the movie. And I find it interesting, but I don't really feel like I have a lot of expectations about the movie that I didn't have before. Yeah.
And there's also like things that they do in there that just have me, it's a Jordan Peele film. So I'm just like, what's the secret meanings here? So like at the beginning when it's showing like the horse running, like the flip book of it running, like there's a whole bunch of numbers in the bottom left. And it's just like going over and over. And it's like, maybe that's like standard. I don't know. I'm never really paid attention to those, but there's a whole bunch, and it's like, was that a trick, or was that, you know, a secret? And then, you know, there was like all the like the wavy guys that old car dealerships had,
wacky waving inflatable arms, man.
Like all over the place. You know, like, what's the deal with that? So
it was interesting in listening back through that episode that we recorded previously. You had mentioned the fan theory that it was going to be based on the Twilight Zone episode where it's about the aliens that basically make the lights flicker and then let the people, you know, turn on each other. And that opening scene or the very early scene in the trailer where she's in the house and then the power goes out and the record player stops.
Yeah.
I was like, did they just nail it?
Yeah.
Do we know what this movie's about?
Yeah.
But there's enough other stuff going on that I think it has to be more than that, especially when you get into some of the scenes from the Super Bowl trailer.
Yeah, and you know, even in the 2-minute one, like there's a quick flash of like it looks like a deformed I don't know if it was a person or supposed to be alien or a monster or whatever, but it wasn't a normal looking human. And so I was like, okay, well,
yeah,
dang it.
Well, and also the whole like dragging her up into the sky is kind of not the same as the hands off, we flash the light and let them go crazy on each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, the Super Bowl ad was definitely slightly different and included some scenes that aren't in the official one. And so the two pieces of that really stood out to me were like the woman who takes off her hat and she has that weird like exposed jaw, like a rotten zombie mouth or something. And then there was also one where you see a small hand reaching out and like giving a fist bump to what looked like an alien hand.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of weird too. Cause it was weird to me that neither of those things were featured in the full length one. Because I would think that if those were like major parts of the movie, you would have gotten the Flash in the other. And so, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. I'm curious. And there are already YouTube reaction videos I saw today where people are pointing out, you know, like little things that showed up and all of that, which would be hard to cover in an audio format. But if that's something you're interested in, definitely go check it out.
Yeah. I think with Nope though, like I was just so excited, like,
oh yeah,
to, you know, it was like
it took me by surprise.
Yeah, and then
the best type of surprise.
The first I heard of it was from you too. Yeah, the text with the link. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Yeah. It's getting so close.
Yeah,
because you know I just edited the Nope podcast too, so it was like it was super fresh on my mind, and so so stoked for it.
Yeah, I'm really excited, and in watching it just gave me like all those feels of excitement, you know, like I have anytime I'm going to see a horror movie I'm excited about. And so that was a nice addition to the evening. Yeah. And in case anyone hasn't seen the trailer yet, again, that is nope.movie, and you can watch both the full length one or the 30-second Super Bowl trailer. And like I said, they do have some different stuff in them, so it's definitely worth watching both.
I highly recommend it. You might also wait until you get more, because it's just going to leave you wanting more.
But if you just need a little pick-me-up like I do sometimes,
then do it.
Hit it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so stoked. So stoked.
And that's it for today's episode. If you've listened this far, then thank you, and we hope you've enjoyed it. We're always looking for new ideas, so if you have any questions, comments, or movie suggestions, please send us an email at thehorrificpod@gmail.com. Or feel free to comment on or message our Facebook page. Just search for The Horrific Podcast. Thanks for listening.